Hi everyone, Professor Phil Travis, and I am at one of the more unique military fortifications in Western Europe. We're in southern France, above, very literally above, the city of Menton. We're in the village of Sainte-Agnès in southern France near the border of Italy. And this is part of what's sometimes called the Alpine line or the Little Maginot line. This is a fortress that the French built between World War I and World War II. It's in the southern portion of France. And usually when we think about the Maginot Line, we think about the border between Germany and France in the area of Alsace and Lorraine, which there are major fortifications there, and some of you have probably seen some of my other videos from there. But this is a very interesting site. First of all, this fortress is well and truly straight up above the Mediterranean Sea. I mean, driving up to this site really tests your nerves a little bit because you go up quite high. We're in the clouds right now, effectively, and you go up straight cliffs with very, very little barrier and narrow, narrow roads. It's actually amazing they even built this fort here, let alone used it, because it's kind of hard to imagine it being assaulted. But this fort, this concrete military bunker here, these little positions here you see kind of in the wall would have been defensive positions for machine guns. Down here, if our camera lady, Jenny, can show us, down here, the little kind of bubble on top of that one down there is actually a cannon turret. There's another cannon encampment over here, and around the corner there's even more. So it's a large fortification built into the cliffs here. And it actually was used to barrage, to really bombard Italian forces during the 1940 Italian attempted invasion of France that was ongoing in conjunction with the German invasion of France. Of course, Germany defeated France by June of 1940. The Italian attempt to invade France from the south did not succeed. They were repulsed in the south. This fortification, too, is part of a larger network of fortifications that go all the way down into Menton and also include fortifications further up. The fortification further up, which included a cannon sort of arrangement, underground arrangement system, a connection of some 5 underground cannons, just about 5 miles or 4 or 5 kilometers beyond us, was used in Operation Dragoon, which was the American operation, part of the overall Normandy operations in 1944. These were used in that operation as well, in addition to the operation in 1940. This fort, too, here, this Alpine line fort of the Maginot Line in Sainte-Agnès, high above Menton in the French Riviera, it actually stationed just over 300 troops. And I wanted to mention that because it really speaks to just how big this fort is. It's built into this mountain here. And of course, this is the entranceway, the main entranceway, as is this right here. And it's designed to be really impenetrable. There's a trench out here, there's machine gun positions, and it would have stationed a significant number of troops, some 300 soldiers, at the height of its use. So again, continuing now from the front of the fortress, here the Maginot Line, the Alpine fortress in Sainte-Agnès here in the front, and you can see the full front, the line of machine gun batteries here that are facing out towards the Mediterranean Sea. Again, this was used during the defense against the Italian invasion of 1940, and also some of these sites, there's a number of these sites located high up in these mountainous positions around us that were used in Operation Dragoon in 1944, which was a combined operation with the Normandy operations in the north that the United States and the Allies launched in June of 1944. So the Little Alpine line here near Menton, France, the lower southern subsidiary of the Maginot Line, not usually thought about, but a very, very interesting location. High mountain fortress position built by the French between World War I and World War II. And if our camera lady, Jenny, might want to, the clouds are clearing a little bit, and I'd love for you to get an idea of just how high up we are. We're up in the clouds. And you can see the Mediterranean Sea out there, the city of Menton below us. And here we are on the peak of this precipice here in the French Riviera, an area that was assaulted by the Italians in 1940, and of course these were generally used as well as part of Operation Dragoon in 1944. So for those of you who are in my history classes, the factoid for this week is the Little Maginot Line high up in the French Riviera of Sainte-Agnès.
You should see me out in France, wearing my tin hat.